What's up, guys? Back with another faction focus. We got the Genestealer cult. Uh, should only have tomorrow and Thursday left. I believe they're doing Imperial Agents or something like that tomorrow, and then a grouping of the non-index or non-codex Marines. So we'll see how that goes. But first, we'll just get into the Genestealer cult here. The Heralds of the Star Children. Roll down here to their faction rules. Army rule is Cult Ambush. If your army faction is Genestealer cults, each time a unit with this ability is destroyed, roll 1d6, adding 3 to the result if it is battle line unit. On a 4+, that unit is placed into Cult Ambush, and if you can place one Cult Ambush marker anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. If this is not possible, no marker is placed. Alright, so each time one of your units is destroyed, you can place a Cult Ambush token, a Cult Ambush marker on a 4+. Alright, if an enemy model, excluding aircraft, ends any kind of move within 9 inches of a Cult Ambush marker you placed, that Cult Ambush marker is removed from the battlefield at the end of the reinforcement step of your next opponent's movement phase. For each of your Cult Ambush markers that is still on the battlefield, you can select one unit from your army that is in Cult Ambush and set that destroyed unit back up on the battlefield using the Deep Strike ability containing all of its models with their full wounds remaining, and with at least one of those models touching that Cult Ambush marker. That Cult Ambush marker is then removed from battlefield. Characters that are attached to a unit with this ability are not returned alongside that unit. Should it return to the battlefield as described above, only the bodyguard unit returns. Alright, so every time you kill a Genestealer cult unit on a 4+, they possibly come back. There's more to. So you place the ambush marker 9 inches from enemy units. If an enemy model excluding aircraft ends any kind of move within 9 inches of that ambush marker you placed, it's removed. So that's going to be tough. You kill them during your turn most of the time, and then you won't have an ability to move afterwards unless somehow you can charge something behind it or something. So battle line units get +3 to the roll, so even if they roll a 1, it's a 4+. So battle line units are going to automatically come back, it looks like, because it doesn't say anywhere that a 1 is always a fail. And then you got a 50-50 chance for any other unit to come back. Wow. That is amazing. So basically, yeah, so you have to be able to move to do it. And it looks like it happens immediately, not at end of phase when it's placed. So I guess it depends on if you kill them in combat. Does this happen before you consolidate? But with the new consolidate rules, if there's no one close enough for you to consolidate into or in the direction of the marker, you're not going to be able to get closer to it to be within 9 inches. Wow. And the unit is set back up. Is using deep strike, so not even come in table. It does come in deep strike right next to the objective. At full strength. I mean, it might just be me, but that is by far the strongest rule I've seen yet for 10th edition. Well, I guess they have to have the ability. Alright, so let's see who has Cult Ambush. But I'm assuming it'll be all their battle line, because battle line gets a rule. We'll see if any of the good stuff gets it. Alright, well, let's roll down into some more stuff. Detachment rule. They came from below. Each time a Genestealer cult unit from your army is set up on the battlefield as reinforcements until the end of your next fight phase, Weapons equipped by models in that unit have the sustains hits 1 and ignores cover ability. Alright, and so every time you bring a unit back, it's going to get sustained hits 1 and ignores cover. So all these units recycling through are going to keep getting this rule. Alright, and then they have another army rule, Brood Brother. If your army faction is Genestealer cult, you can include Astra Militarum units in your army, even though they do not have the Genestealer cult's faction keyword. The combined point cost of Astra Militarum units you can include in your army depends on your battle size as follows. So Strike Force, so up to 50 points for most competitive play. Sorry, up to 500 points for most competitive play. No Astra models in your army can be your warlord, and they cannot be given enhancements. You cannot include units with any of the following keywords in your army using these rules: Epic Hero, Ogre and Ratling, Military Tempestus, Commissar, Regimental Preacher, Regimental Engineer, Uniform Servitors, Aircraft. Alright, so then they're giving us the Neophyte Hybrids. 6-inch move, T3, 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, 2 objective control, and they do have the Cult Ambush ability. They got an auto pistol, 12-inch range, 1 attack, 4 to hit, strength 3, AP 01 damage. Hybrid firearm, rapid fire 1, 24-inch range, 1 attack, so 2 at 12, 4 to hit, strength 3, AP 01 damage. Leader pistol, 12 inches, 1 attack, strength or 4 to hit, strength 4, AP 01 damage. So the leader's pistol just gets extra 1 strength over the other one. Flamer ignores cover torrent, 12-inch range, D6 shots, auto hit, strength 4, AP 01 damage. Grenade launcher has frag, which is blast, and then crack. So 24-inch range, D3 and 1. Both hit on 4s, strength 4 to strength 9, AP 0 to AP 2, neg 1 to D3 on damage. Heavy Stubbers rapid fire 3. So 36 inches, 3 shots, which will be 6 at 18. 4 up to hit, strength 4, AP 01 damage. Mining lasers are heavy, so plus 1 to hit if they stand still. 24. Oh, sorry about that. So mining laser has a 24-inch range, 1 attack. It's on 5s, 4 for stationary. Strength 12, neg 3, d6 plus 1 damage. Seismic cannon has heavy and rapid fire 2. So 24-inch range, 4 shots, 6 shots at 12 inches. It's on 5s, unless you're stationary, you'll get 4s. Strength 6, neg 1, d3 damage. Weber, devastating wounds and torrent. So 6s to wound will do mortals. 12 inches, d6 shots, auto hit, strength 2, AP 01 damage. And then in melee, you get just your chainsword, which is 2 attacks, 4 up to hit, strength 3, AP 01 damage. Power weapon is 1 attack, 4 up to hit, strength 4, neg 2, 1 damage. And your close combat weapon is 1 attack, 4 up to hit, strength 3, AP 01 damage. Alright, and then you get a rule of plan generations in the making. At the start of your command phase, roll 1d6 for each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability within range of it. If 1 or more of the results is a 4+, you gain 1 CP. Alright, so for every objective you control with one of these units, with this rule, you get a 50-50 chance of gaining a CP. Not bad. Cult Icon, in the reinforcement step of your movement phase, you can return up to 3 destroyed models to the bearer's unit. If the bearer's unit is within range of an objective marker you control, you can return up to D3 plus 3 destroyed models to that unit instead. This ability cannot be used to return destroyed character models and attached units. Alright, so you can buy an icon to heal models to the unit, and then once they're destroyed, since they're battle line, you basically are going to auto get them back, unless the 1 is a fail, because you get plus 3 and you only have 4. If the 1 is an auto fail, you get them back 5 out of 6 times. But I know the hit and wound ones always fail, but I don't know that that's auto what it is for that. I know most other rules, ones don't necessarily auto fail. So they may just automatically get to come back. Alright, then we got a Patriarch, Deep Strike, Infiltrates Leader. Alright, so he does not have the Cult Ambush, so he can't come back. So that's something at least. Movement 8, T5, 4 up save, 6 wounds, leadership 6, 1 objective control. Patriarch's claws are devastating wounds twin linked, so 6 is the wound to mortals, and he rerolls the wound. 5 attacks, hits on 2, strength 6, neg 2, 2 damage. Then he has Might from Beyond. This used to be a psychic power. While this model is leading a unit, the melee weapons equipped by models in that unit have the devastating wounds ability. Alright, so he confers mortal wound to the melee weapons of his joined unit. I'm assuming he'll be able to join Genestealers. I'll see if he can join anything else. Cosmic Core Psychic. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy within 6 inches of the model must take a battle shock test. Alright, so stuff he's engaged with and stuff near it is auto-taking battle shock tests. Psychic Familiar. Once per battle at the start of the fight phase, this model can use its Psychic Familiar. If it does, until the end of the phase, double the range of its Cosmic Core ability. Alright, so once per battle, you can make this a 12-inch auto battle shock test for auto-take battle shock test for enemy models, units. That's just saying to make sure you use a familiar token. Then he's got a 4-pin will save. Alright, that's pretty solid. Like battle shock, I think the more you make people take them, the more they're going to fail in turning off people's objective control and making them lose access to stratagems, and then taking damage if they fall out of combat with this unit, which they're probably going to want to, because right here it says they can attach to pure Genestealers, and there's not many things that want to stay in combat with a Patriarch and a squad of Genestealers. So you can auto make them take desperate escape tests. Then a weapon spotlight. They're giving us the demo charge. Assault blast 1 shot. 6-inch range, d6 plus 3 shots. More if they have multiple models because of blast. Hits on 2, strength 12, neg 2, 2 damage. You can only shoot this once, yep. And then remote explosives, blast indirect. 24-inch range, d6 plus 3 attacks. Hits on 3s. Strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage, so d6 with 3 shots, getting extra from blast, and you can fire it indirectly. Those seem solid. Assuming the demo charges still be on the bikes, and they're going to throw those at you. Power Sledgehammer is 3 attacks, 3 up to hit, strength 12, neg 2, d6 plus 1 damage. That's pretty solid. The Abominate's going to do some damage. Then they're giving us some stratagems. Coordinated Trap. When the start of a shooting phase or start of the fight phase, 2 Genestealer cult units from your army that have not been selected to shoot or fight this phase, and 1 enemy unit. Alright, until the end of the phase, each time a model in either of your units makes an attack, it can only target that enemy unit, and only if it is an eligible target for the attack, and when resolving the attack, add 1 to the wound roll. Alright, so you pick an enemy unit, and you get +1 to wound against it for 2 of your units, but they can only attack that unit. Alright, and they can be in shooting or fight. Alright, and then they give us another one, Tunnel Crawlers. It's in your movement phase. 1 Genestealer cult unit from your army that is arriving using the Deep Strike ability this phase. Unit can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 3 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. A unit targeted by this stratagem is not eligible to declare a charge in the same turn. So it's a unit coming in by Deep Strike, and it's said that your cult ambush, when you come back, you come in using the Deep Strike rules. So, yeah, let's go back and read that again. You come back without using the Deep Strike ability. It doesn't say just using the rules. You're using the ability, so you can use this stratagem on one of those units you recycle through. And they can just pop back up 3 inches away. So if you have, like, if they have that keyword on, like, that flamer unit people used to like to pop in, you pop it in just with the hand flamers. You pop it in 3 inches away, flamer your enemy down. They kill you. Depending on whether they're battle line or not, you got auto comeback pretty much, or a 50-50 chance is bringing them back and recycling the strat the next turn. That's not bad. Genestealer cult looking really, really good. We'll see what all has the cult ambush rule, but if a lot of stuff has it, that's going to be extremely powerful, and Genestealer cult are going to be very difficult to deal with. Alright, well, that's it for now. I'll get back to you guys tomorrow with the next one.